The Jackie Robinson story comes to the big screen this weekend with the movie 42. Directed by Brian Helgeland, the film stars newcomer Chadwick Boseman and Harrison Ford.
When I was approached, I was asked what I knew about him, and I said I know the same thing everyone knows. He's brave, and he broke the color line, and his number's retired, and it's kind of like what more is there do you need to know?
42 deals largely with the first year of Jackie Robinson's career, playing for the Brooklyn Dodgers and traveling the country as the first African-American player to integrate the league.
When I started doing the research and realized how monumental it all really was, and his real personal bravery and the scope of it, it was kind of overwhelming to think one person really went through all that and did all that.
The story heads to the screen under the cooperation of Robinson's widow, Rachel, who proved an invaluable resource to the production.
I felt pressure mostly from the family, not that they said, you better get this right. I just wanted to do well by them.
Chadwick's performance did well by co-star Harrison Ford, who had this to say.
I greatly admire his conviction and his willingness to do so much work to prepare himself as a baseball player. And then on top of that, to have developed at his young age the talent and capacity that he has. He was wonderful to work with, and I really enjoyed it.
But how did this budding young actor impress the director well enough to land the coveted role?
What he said is that, I was the most courageous. I actually didn't know that. I heard him saying it in an interview.
There's a very difficult scene in the middle of the movie, and he chose that as the first thing to do, coming in the room. And a lot of actors would play it down the middle so that they could stay in the running for the part. And it was a brave choice because he easily could have knocked himself out of the running.
You think God likes baseball, Herb?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means someday you're going to meet God, and when he inquires as why you didn't take the field against Robinson in Philadelphia, and you answer that it's because he was a Negro, it may not be a sufficient reply.
He was a wonderfully colorful speaker. He might well have been a great lay preacher or a trial lawyer. And he was very clear about morality. He was a great character.
But Harrison Ford may not have been the director's first choice to play him. Reportedly, the actor fought hard for the role.
When Harrison was interested, I thought, you can't have a movie star play this part because he's got to disappear into this part.
It would have been no service to the film to bring any notion of Harrison Ford into the character of Branch Rickey. So I wanted to look like Branch Rickey.
And look like him he did, changing his hair, voice, even a recognizable scar on his chin to play the man who signed Jackie Robinson to the Brooklyn Dodgers.
I think I'm the only director in the history of his career who got Harrison Ford the character actor and not Harrison Ford the movie star.
42 hits theaters nationwide Friday, April 5th. Check your local listings for showtimes. From Hollywood, I'm Denai Marari.